Good morning. Welcome to day 8 of our 28 days of Airstream renovation. It is 7:42 a.m. and it has not gotten sweltering hot out yet. We have a few hours of reasonable temperatures to try to pound out as much stuff as possible. That's the plan for today. If you have not subscribed to this channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell next to it so that you will be notified whenever we release a new video. This is day 8 of our 28 days of Airstream renovation, and we are on track to make it to our first Airstream trip. So if you love anything to do with RVs, Airstreams, you want some tips on renovating your RV, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We have new content coming up all the time, and once this thing is done, we're going to be traveling in it a lot. Super exciting. All right, let's get to work. Coat number 1 is done. Of the top coat, I mean. Now it is time to prime the rest of this bathroom. Get this unwrapped and get some fresh paint. I'm about to start priming the bathroom, and then I realized that I need to do some taping and stuff in here. I also need to do some work on the cabinets because I'm going to be painting those as well. I need to sand them, but I don't want to sand them when there's fresh paint on the wall. I want to get that done before I paint. So I'm going to start doing all of that. Taping is complete. Now I'm going to move on to sanding these cabinets. I got the first coat of primer on, and Goran is working on a fan. Say hello. Looking pretty good. Now I'm just doing some touch-ups in the shower in the corners, and then I'm going to move to the bedroom of the Airstream. I'm going to prime the bathroom cabinets after Goran is done installing this fan. I don't want to get in his way, and there's some insulation and dust and stuff coming down from the ceiling, so I do not want that to get into the paint either.
How goes it up there?
Oh, pretty good. Getting the screws in, got the sealant in, got the die core started. Got a couple screws that are stripped, but I think we're going to be okay.
Cool.
Got lots of screws here, so.
Well, thankfully it is still tolerable out. It is 84 degrees and 10:45 a.m. I am moving on to the back of the Airstream, our bedroom. I'm going to sand all of these holes I filled the other day, do any touch-ups that need to be done, and get the walls prepped for paint. Any of these holes that are left over, I'm going to put rivets in because they were too big, although this one could probably just use hole filler.
Can you hit the disconnect?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it should be fuses, but I hear clicking, so maybe it's some sort of relay. Or maybe a tiny circuit breaker of some sort.
Okay.
But I mean, this is our fuse panel.
What's that down there? That thing?
12-volt fuses. Alright, so this fuse is definitely low.
What's that
What thing? That's the doorbell.
Ah. What? I don't know. Shut up. All right, I'm gonna let you play.
I think you found the issue, honey.
It's the doorbell.
It's definitely the doorbell.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so we had some major problems with these batteries. As we know, we got to replace these batteries, but right now, one thing at a time, we got to get this fan replaced. But in the middle of testing the fan, the battery voltage had dropped way too low. So when I tried to turn that fan on, it was tripping the breaker for the yellow line, which is the plus 24 volt line that goes through that particular breaker to that fan. And so I wasn't sure if the fan had failed or if we just were having problems with these batteries. But it turns out it's these batteries. This charger is now for some reason keeping up and not too much of an eggy smell. We'll keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't set us on fire. But we can continue with our roof vent air fan because it's still working. So we'll move on with that and then come back to this at a later date, as they say.
Oh my God, look at me, covered. Still very dusty in here, but I got everything done, sanded at least. So I'm gonna let the dust settle in here and then come back and wipe everything down. Yeah, that'd be great.
This should be a little bit fine.
Where are we going?
Aisle 17. Ten and half, 3/4, and 5/8. Let's go. You want to buy stainless if you're using an
Well, if
external.
it's for exterior, yeah.
There's a regular cheap metal one. Then there's galvanized, and then there's brass, and then there's stainless.
You want stainless?
Stainless. It's the only way to go.
Stainless is the way to go. Well, unbelievably, I'm only going to need to fill 3 of the holes. After I sanded everything, there was only 3 that needed touched up, which is amazing. So I'm going to wipe down the walls with a damp cloth and then fill those holes. And then I'm going to continue prepping these walls for paint. Goran was just saying that he doesn't think we're going to make it to our vacation, you know, in, what is it now, 20 days, but I'm gonna prove him wrong. I think we can do it. It's gonna be a lot of work, but I think we can do it. So I need to get paint on these walls. The weather is cooperating. It's only 84 degrees and there are clouds in the sky blocking the sun, so that's really helping out. It's 1 p.m. and yesterday at 1 p.m. I was about to die from heat exhaustion. So I'm gonna keep working and try to get some primer done in this bedroom today. That would be amazing. All right, let's wipe some walls.
Everything on the exterior is mounted, the wiring is done. We just got to tuck these wires in around and make sure we get our insulation pretty well tucked in there as well. The ring on the inner trim has this little notch that's going to line up with where these wires come out. That's where we had hot glued that section before. So we're going to line that up, should line up perfectly with these existing holes. And we're going to mount this trim piece, and then we're going to mount the handle, and that should take care of the interior installation. All right, so we mounted the handle back on, and it's a little bit tough until we get the lid back on. It'll help keep it a little bit more stable, but open, closed, and nice, quiet, new fan.
So this is the new fan that Goran installed. This fan goes into the bathroom. As you can see, we've got all the new sealant, and hopefully it doesn't leak. We're gonna see. It's gonna rain in a few days. AC update. What's going on?
Alright, so we had this unwired because of other issues, but right now I don't have the charger, the refrigerator on. We're just running this off house power because I don't have the right cord to the generator on the truck. So I have to order that. But just testing this, working fine on a 20 amp circuit. It's really cold, so I think we're in good shape with the AC unit. In order to run some of the other things inside, like the charger and the refrigerator unit, we're probably going to need a little more than the 15 amps here that we can pull from the home circuit. So we have our towing vehicle is a 2021 Ford F150. It's the 3.5 liter EcoBoost. It's got the 7.2 kilowatt Pro Power onboard option. And what that does is it gives you a little built-in generator. Not little, actually, pretty powerful. We can deliver essentially 60 amps of service at 120 volts.
And that pretty much brings us to the end of the day. It is 4 p.m. It never really got super hot out, which was pleasant. We were able to do a lot of work. And yeah, it brings us into our next week of Airstream renovations. So be sure to join us tomorrow for day 9. And if you have not subscribed yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you will be notified anytime we release a new video. Very exciting. It is starting to move along quite nicely. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.